Okay. Hello, everyone. Uh, my name is Park Byung-jun, and my major is computer education.
Computer, okay.
Yes. Not many people come to this offline class, but I'm glad to see you in this offline class and say hi to online classmates. And so today I'm going to talk about week 12's topic, Scandinavian Egalitarian Cultures. Specifically, I will focus on educational part, because I'm at a college of education, so I think I can explain well about the educational part.
Okay.
So this is the contents of my presentation. Firstly, I talk about where is Scandinavia. In this chapter, I will introduce which country belongs to Scandinavia and what represents their culture briefly. After that, I will talk about Scandinavian education. In this chapter, I will show you specific teaching example in Scandinavia, then find out whether the effect of education is positive or negative. And lastly, we will talk about implication for Korean education.
Okay.
In this chapter, we talk about what we learn and adopt from Scandinavian educational culture.
Okay.
So, where is Scandinavia? As you see this world map, in generally Norway, Sweden, and Denmark are referred to as Scandinavian countries and include Finland and Iceland. Scandinavian culture is more familiar to us than we think. Sweden's Pippi Longstocking and Denmark's Anders and fairy tales are typical examples of Scandinavian culture. Then, I will talk about egalitarian culture briefly. Egalitarian culture means communalism based on equality between individuals. In this culture, people seek harmony with nature, and they also consider individual autonomy and independence as important. Therefore, Scandinavian people pay the highest expensive taxes, but the high quality of public welfare is maintained because of high sense of citizenship. I have briefly talked about Scandinavian culture, and now let's discuss about Scandinavian education in earnest. Scandinavian education minimizes competition and strengthens basic ability. And that basic ability is related to not only individual independence, but also social values such as equality, cooperation, tolerance, and trust. It also aims for free education, and public education is active because the quality of public education is not different from private education. And here is an example that describes Finland's education system. Let's watch this video.
이런 판타지 누구에게나 있죠? 환상적인 코디!
It's 8 a.m. on a cold morning in the suburbs of Helsinki, and these primary school children are getting ready for class. This morning's lesson, Ancient History,
Well, they are reading with pairs some text about Egyptian ancient life. They are reading, and then I'm going to ask something. What did they find out from the book? I think we all are ready now.
This is a school system that for years has been among the world's best.
And then what about this gold one? Yes, Minttu, please.
Ja miehetkin niin molemmat on käyttänyt meikkiä.
And yet these kids will spend half as much time in a classroom as Australian children.
When you go to the first grade, when you are 7 years old, the amount of hours is 20 hours a week. It's the minimum. And then it gets more hours the older you get, but it's still less than in many countries in Europe or in the world. In Finland, it's individual teachers who decide how the curriculum is taught, including how much technology should feature in their classrooms.
Me tehdään sellaista pyramidiprojektia, missä nyt me kirjoitetaan hieroglyfeillä meidän nimet paperille ja sitten me tehdään classroomista tehtäviä.
Okay. As you can see, Scandinavian education, in Scandinavian education, students can discuss each other and communicate with each other. Through this education system, Scandinavian countries ranked high in the educational achievement indicator. Let's look at this table. A table on the left is PISA, and table on the right is PIA. PISA means International Academic Achievement Evaluation, which is for 15-year-old students. And right, PIA means International Adult Competency Survey, which is for adult. We can see that Scandinavian countries show better results in PIA than PISA.
I'm sorry, what is PIA again?
PIA means International Adult Competency Survey.
And the adult, that's for adults, whereas the PISA is for youngsters, is that right?
Yes, PISA is for young students, and PIA is for adult.
Adults. What kind of adults? Like age 30s, 40s? What kind of test do they have? I cannot read this. What's that?
Score is significantly higher than the US average score.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. We can see that Scandinavian countries show that better results in PIA than PISA. It is the result of Scandinavian education that minimize competition and strengthen their basic ability. Then, what is the implications of Scandinavian education for Korean education? Look at this table again. We can see that Korea had worse results in PIA than PISA. Also, Korean happiness rank is at the bottom of the list. Korean students are not happy because of excessive competition of studying. However, Scandinavian education has no authority. In Scandinavia, it's okay to make a chatter in class time. Teachers and students can wait if they study slowly, and students communicate with each other enoughly. Even if a problem such as school bullying occurs, not only students in involved school bullying solve the problem, but also all members solve it together. As a result, there are great implications for Korean education. Firstly, the friend next to you is perceived as a companion, not as a competitor. Secondly, teachers not only convey knowledge in one direction, but also act as a helper to solve many problems. So this is the end of my presentation. Thank you.
All right. Okay,